And a good day, everybody. I'm Joel. Here's your weather for the lower 48 today. I'm over here at J7409. Don't forget to go over to Joel Weather and subscribe. I'm going to put the same video up over there, and I will come back and put a link to that video below. Please go subscribe to that new channel. If I don't get enough subscribers, my channel will not stay up anyway. Okay? Now, today is Sunday, November 24th, 2019. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it a lot. What's going on? Well, this is the NAM map. As you can see, it's going to go through today through Tuesday of what the models have put together of what should happen. And I know for a fact this is set on the wind. This is sustained winds. It's not wind gusts, but it's windy at my house. I've got it's not too bad steady. It's in the teens though as sustained winds, and I have higher wind gusts. And as this moves along, I just want to show you before I change the map surface how it's going to spread. Okay, it's a low system. It's going to intensify as it moves up north around New England. And you guys can see right in this area. This looks like it's offshore, but right around the edge now. This is sustained winds once again. 34 miles per hour that's going to be coming in. Now, if we check over on the wind gust, and you can see this is by 7 p.m. this evening. Look here at the wind that's going to be inland. Like we'll take southern New Jersey. This will be wind gusts. Let's see what they're looking like. 35 miles per hour. So everybody, it's going to pick up along Island. Let's see what yours are going to look like. 42 mile per hour. Now this is gusts, but you just saw that you're going to have sustained wind too as we move up to Connecticut. Let's see what that's looking like. 35. And we will get over to Massachusetts over here. 43. So this wind, this is the wind gust. Now we do put it back on sustained winds. They're not steady all the time. We'll go to Massachusetts, and this is going to be like in the teens. And that's what's happening at my house this morning already. So please be aware if the wind does pick up. Don't get alarmed, but if you got anything outside, you might want to go ahead, pick it up. It may get a little breezy. Now, this is set for 7 p.m. now for today. I want to go back to around 9 a.m. this morning. Now, we're going to have some snow coming down, folks. Now, that wind that I'm talking about, it should improve by tomorrow at some point. But it's going to be a little windy today, tonight, and tomorrow for some people before it finally pushes on off. Now, I'm just going to turn this on right quick and let it roll if it will turn on. What's wrong with it? Come on, here we go. All right. Now, you can see the timestamp in the lower left-hand corner. Now, this is an intensifying surface low, everybody. It's situated over southern New England this morning, but it is forecast to reach my friends up in Nova Scotia by early tomorrow. And it's all because this system is amplifying the level upper trough. Now, moderate to locally heavy rain is expected from greater New York City area to eastern Maine, with the potential of maybe 1 to 2 inches of rain before this low finally exits the region. And farther inland, we have some winter weather advisories that are in effect from northern Pennsylvania to northern Maine, where a wintry mix of precipitation is expected. Elsewhere across the U.S., we got a developing cold front. It's going to cross the Rockies and Intermountain West, and it's producing snow for the central and northern Rockies. And this snow should also extend eastward across the region, or I should say eastward across Nebraska region. And you're going to see this is coming up like close to Thanksgiving. I'm going to get into that in a moment. Now, once again, the snow should also extend eastward across western Nebraska and northwest Kansas as early as Tuesday if you're traveling for Thanksgiving. And this is because colder air is going to move into the region, and the winter storm watches are currently in effect for these areas. Temperatures should be near to below average across the southwestern U.S. today and the Intermountain West tomorrow and above normal readings for Texas and the Midwest states. Let's take a quick look at the NDFD map, folks. This is where all of the weather stations around get together and make the forecast for the U.S. 48 below, and this is what it's looking like. This is Sunday at 18Z reading. This is later this evening now, and this is what it should look like as the system is moving on off the coast. Lots of rain going on, maybe some heavier rain in northern New Jersey, Long Island, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Pennsylvania. The edges over here in Pennsylvania, you should get some light rain, but up north in the eastern northern parts, you might get some heavier snow. The heavier snows in the darker blue, the orange is freezing rain, and the purple is a mix. Of course, green is rain, and the darker the color in any of these, the more is expected. We come over to midnight tonight. You can see that snow coming in Minnesota. Just the very northern tips getting the heavier snow. It's mostly lighter snow with a mixture of some freezing precipitation, mixed precipitation in it here. This is still with this low. This is a different low coming down now. This low over here is still trying to move off. Now, when we get to 6Z run, this is like 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. You can see as the snow's coming down, it's spreading more. Here's the 12Z run for Monday. Now, what all the snow was in Minnesota, northern Minnesota, is now turning likely to ice. This is mostly ice, freezing rain, folks, so be aware. That goes over into parts of upper Michigan also. And another system coming in bringing snow, as you can see, over here to the parts of Oregon, Washington State, Idaho, right on down. You can see panhandle of Utah up here, moving across to Wyoming, just a little bit of Colorado. Now, Tuesday Z, we have this low, as I was saying, that's coming up now. It's going to spread into the panhandle of Nebraska. This is pretty good snow going on here in this area from Wyoming to Colorado to the panhandle of Nebraska. And 12Z run on Tuesday, you can see it's right smack dab in the middle of the U.S. where the heavier snow is occurring, but we do have rain going on with the possibility of maybe some severe weather popping up when it comes to thunderstorms. A chance it could, not saying it is, but that's from parts of Louisiana up to a little of Arkansas, just a little bit of Oklahoma, and a portion of Texas. That's what it's looking like, and it shapes up pretty much close to the NAM map, so folks, this is what you can expect. When it comes to severe weather with this system moving up the coast and up into New England, yes, there's going to be a lot of rain, 1 to 2 inches, like I've told you in some places. But I don't think any of these storms are going to turn severe when it comes to thunderstorms. However, though, there is that isolated chance of some thunderstorms that may occur across parts of the Northeast, as you can see, from northern New Jersey, Long Island, parts of New York, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, right on up through the coast of Maine. As I look at this, it's just this one little section, and I do not believe there's any chance for tornadoes. I do not believe there's any chance of hail. The winds are going to blow anyway, as I've showed you and told you. I know they're coming. They're already at my house this morning if you don't already have them as the system moves out. So this is what the severe weather is looking like. When it comes to a thunderstorm, you may have one, you may not, but I don't think you'll have any severe weather with it except the wind, and the wind's not going to be severe. It's just going to blow, folks, and it's going to have some high gust in it. So once again, if you got anything outside, you might want to bring it in. Okay, my friends, we're over at the GFS map, courtesy of Tropical Tidbits. Thank you, Levi. I'm going to turn this on and let it roll. Now, it's going to go kind of fast, so just watch your timestamp because it will repeat itself. But over in this area on Thanksgiving, You need to be careful, okay? Need to be careful. This is going to go through some parts of December, but it's way too early to get out there right now and say this is going to happen. But for the next 4 to 5 days, this should be pretty much on the ball, so I'm going to turn it on and tell you what I think is going to happen. Now, it's looking like that moderate to locally heavy precipitation is likely Tuesday into Wednesday on the north and west side of the surface low, like I've told you about, okay? Now, we do have that wintry precipitation that's possible across northern and interior New England, as you've seen with these high winds, okay? Meanwhile, what's going to be going on beyond that? Heavy mountain snows are likely across the Great Basin and Rockies Wednesday and Friday, with snow levels expected to drop another round of potentially heavy rainfall, okay? The snowfall levels are expected to drop significantly because we got this heavy rain coming in, and threat of runoff problems are going to also happen, especially across Southern California and the Southwest. And in Southern California, this is including where we've had all these awful fires and burn scars. Now, that's going to be bad because they really need to pay attention to that. Now, by mid to late week coming up, heavy rains possible from portions of the southern plains to the lower Ohio Valley, and multiple shortwave impulses are going to be the base in the western U.S. trough area, and that's going to tap some mid-upper level moisture from the tropical East Pacific. Now, the northwest edge of this precipitation across eastern New Mexico, Texas Panhandle may also see accumulating snowfall with surface high pressure and significantly colder air driving southward across the plains, with the next potential storm system winding up in the central U.S. into next weekend. Accumulating snows potentially heavy or significant are possible to the north and west of this surface low, from the northern plains to the upper Mississippi Valley next Friday and Saturday. So if you are traveling, let's cut this off, and where are we? We're to the 25th. We're going to put it up right quick, and we're going to get to Thanksgiving Day. You can see the snow coming in that I'm talking about this low as it moves on across. It's going up into Nebraska. If you're traveling in any of these areas, it's looking like pretty much light snow for the most part, but it's looking like it's going to intensify. You just need to be aware of this because the weather can change on a dime, as everybody knows, if you blink your eyes. And then moving on across, and the low does intensify. It does get bigger. We have another low coming in, and this is very heavy snow up here by the 27th, Wednesday. This coming Wednesday coming up. Very, very heavy snow. So if you're out in these areas, we got a little bit of snow in Oregon, Nevada, California, but this is heavy snow down in here. Also, we got some snow in Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, Nebraska, parts of Kansas. But this is the rainmaker and snowmaker right in here. We'll move it up a little bit more. You can see now as we get further in time, the snow's going to move up. Some of these bands are going to be very heavy if you happen to be in these areas. And here we go for Thursday, Thanksgiving. My goodness gracious, look at this, what I was telling you, this mixture of precipitation. We got ice, we got freezing rain, we got snow. This is in New Mexico, Texas, and part of the Texas Panhandle here. We've got snow. You can see it's mostly rain, a little bit of snow in Maine, but it's mostly rain for the greatest areas here. But my friends up in Canada, you got some heavy snow bands coming in. As we move up a little further into Thanksgiving Day, you can see the snow is going to intensify down in parts of New Mexico, especially in the Texas Panhandle, and we have some more that's coming across. You need to be aware. And this is the 18Z run on Thanksgiving Day. You can see how this system is moving across. then we're into Friday, and as you get further up and we go into December, or November, the last day of the month I should say, looking like heavier snow. Heavier snow from this system here is going to be in parts of North and South Dakota. We'll have some snow over in Montana, Wyoming. We still got some little snow going on in Nebraska. We got some snow in Minnesota and Wisconsin. And I really don't want to go out any further than that because we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But with this system, by the time the last day of November gets here, it could be bringing freezing rain up in here, as you see in parts of Virginia and West Virginia, maybe a little bit of southern Pennsylvania, and up and down around the Appalachian chain here. So please be aware, and we'll keep our eyes on it. Have a good day, a safe day, a blessed day. I hope to see you at the live show tonight on the J7409 channel, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I love you guys so much. Thanks for everything you do for me. And please don't forget to click the link below. It'll be the weather forecast on my new channel. It'll be the same one, but please click that and subscribe to my new channel. I'd appreciate it. Peace, love, and kindness to all. Love you a bunch. Stay safe, stay warm, and be well. Thanks for watching.